Welcome to Build. There's so much going on already. I cannot wait to see what I'm going to learn today. But I'm also here today to ask people, what are they learning at Build? What are they doing here? Are they having a good time? I think that most people are going to have a really good time. I've got my badge, I've got my bag, and I've got my microphone, and I'm ready to go. Let's go. So the first thing I learned is that you should get here early. Look at this line. It goes all the way back there. I'm glad it's not raining. What are your Build takeaways so far?
This is awesome. This is my first Build event, and it is just super cool to see so many creatives under one roof, all here to learn from one another and hopefully leave inspired. And we want to play a small role in that, so I'm super excited to be here.
I think mine is probably from our first presenter. I can't remember her name, but find out where you can use your gift of photography to improve the world. And she did a lot of things with conservation and the planet and saving the planet, and just kind of inspired me to look for where my little niche of photography can be placed to help the world.
All right, what did you learn at Build 2025 so far?
Oh man, I just got out of an amazing panel with some women breaking barriers in media, and honestly, what I'm going to take away from their conversation was, yes, we're in this industry where content creation, you do have to be liked, but also not really caring who likes you, right? The right people who like you are going to find your content and resonate with what you're putting out. So not always relying on external validation to, creating your content. So that was something that I'm going to take away just and implement in my own content creation on my own pages.
Okay, so far at Build, I've learned that my favorite flavor of the candy is the green apple one, the green one. It's the best one.
I agree. I actually agree. All right, we've got Allegra here. What did you learn at Build?
I learned that a lot of my favorite creators that I follow online are actually really great people in real life, really nice, really welcoming. Tried their best to answer everyone's questions, and I learned a lot today.
I've learned that the people are fantastic. I've learned a lot from the photo walks, composition, lighting, and just being able to experiment with taking photos.
What did you learn at Build 2025? Nothing, I see. All right, maybe next year.
Yeah, for me, the big thing with Build is just the connections for people, things that you don't expect, people that I would never get to interact with, right? We're lone wolves, sports photographers in sports, we're very much lone wolves, or we're in our own bubble. And then I meet somebody who's photographing portraits from Kenya, or somebody who's a filmmaker doing something completely different than I'm doing. And that's what it's about. It's about community building, and it's about these connections that go beyond what's happening in these few days. It's what I'll take with me for the whole year. The connections that I've made here and that I'll follow up with, that's the big deal for me. That's my takeaway for Build.
I learned a lot about posing. That is something for me that I'm not the best at. So I was spying on some other Nikon photographers' photo walks like Preston and Audrey, and I saw how great they are at posing, and I definitely took some things away that I learned. It was great.
Awesome, well, thank you so much.
So something that stands out to me about this whole experience is being consistent, being present, and being resilient. With everything that we're doing, you got to believe in yourself. You got to keep going. No matter the obstacles that get in the way, just stick with it. Yeah. And that's it. Set the tone. Set the tone.
Right tone.
Thank you.
I've learned at Build, to be honest, is that photography and filmmaking and storytelling is alive and well. I mean, the fact that these halls are filled with people, I did not imagine it being this packed. And I love it. It fills my heart as somebody who's done this for 20 years as a career, to see people interested, engaged, intrigued, wanting to see the latest and greatest tech. But the theme of this whole conference is storytelling. I couldn't be happier and more grateful that that's what people are coming out to learn, because I truly feel that storytelling is the key to creating a brighter, more joyous society.
That's awesome, and I think it's fair to say that you've inspired a lot of us.
Oh, thank you so much, I appreciate it.
You've definitely been part of that, for the next generation.
Grateful to be here, grateful to speak, grateful to share.
What did you learn at Build?
I kind of learned that everyone is super nice and very, very willing to let you film, have a huge camera with you. It's just very accepting.
Everyone's just very open, and no gatekeeping for us.
No gatekeeping. You can bring all the camera gear you want. No one even blinks an eye. So it's pretty great.
Something I learned at Build is that although there's a ton of people here, it's a super tight-knit community. Honestly, every room that I'm going to, I'm seeing people that I know either online or that I've met in person, and I just feel comfortable being around such a great group of people all the time.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really think the vibe is very good.
Yeah, it's a very good vibe.
What did you learn at Build 2025?
So I had an amazing, intro dinner, and Manash spoke about all the B&H principles and his 5 core things that basically the founder of B&H has instilled in every one of the employees. I run a very small filmmaking online source called Filmmakers Academy, and I really took so much away from his talk about the customer first and downselling instead of upselling, and it was just really a great talk, and it was wonderful to meet the whole B&H team and just being surrounded by that. So that's my takeaway. It's just good leadership, good customer service, the values of B&H.
Things I've taken away is the incredible community of people that's right here. Everyone you're bumping into is super friendly, really interested in what they're doing, and there's so much new gear and tech that it's just people wanting to create rather than it being like a negative energy of hidden techniques.
For sure. I think the dangerous thing about it all is it being centered around B&H as well. Me and you have very cleverly not got on the every 15 minute shuttle to B&H shop, which is a very dangerous move, but I think one we'll be doing after our talk later this afternoon, won't we?
Yeah, everywhere's got a discount on. And they're like, go get your products and save $100. I'm like, oh my God.
So tempting.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
I love hearing all the panels, and a lot of my friends are on panels this year, and so am I. So just being very present has really let me open my mind to not thinking about all the things that are going on in my mind, but to know that creators are so alike and also have so many little things that they think about or that are unique to them. So I've really been learning from all the creators. I've also just been learning to run around in the chaos, but also have a lot of fun. I guess you asked me for one thing, but I've been learning a lot of things at Build.
That's good.
I would just say I've also learned to cut all the small talk. If you want to see someone, make sure you have your questions ready and try to be a little more intentional when you talk to people, because these things are overwhelming for everyone involved, and everyone puts a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this. So it's come with intentional questions, because then you can really get the most out of Build.
All right, guys, that's a wrap on Build 2025. I am tired. I need to go home, and so do all of you guys. But I think we should do this more often. I think we should do this maybe next year. We'll see. But thank you, everyone, for answering my questions. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.